Hello, everybody. If you're watching this, that means I'm dead. And the time to unlock the riddle of Kobol's gold has begun. Except that that's not true. I'm still alive. And if you're watching this the day that it's released, it's my birthday. So, in fact, I'm not dead. And have been not dead for 35 years as of today. If you're watching this on any other day, it's not my birthday. So it's not as special. But hi, hello, I'm Adam. I'm 35 today. Which is like a weird thing to say, but I feel like that every year. It's the 1st of November, and it's time to get updated. So we just came out of a relatively busy October. I think I'm starting to realize that no matter what is going on in my life, whether I have events or not, whether I have a lot of shows or not, life as a content creator feels really busy. And I don't know if it's just the permeability between kind of real life and work. Like for me, it's all the same. I'm always on Discord talking to fans. I'm always managing the Far Verona server. I'm always preparing for adventures. I'm thinking about games and about work, and I'm tweeting, and I'm doing all of this stuff all the time. So instead of saying, Monday to Friday we work and Saturday and Sunday we don't, for me, it's all kind of blended together, which has resulted in, everything feeling really busy all the time, which is good. It's good. And I've talked about this before, about how keeping busy and productivity are ways for me to manage my own anxiety or mental health stuff. So it's been great. October was good. But I also got to take a little bit of a vacation in October, which was super nice. So let's talk about what we did in October. What happened? So we're working our way through here on YouTube the playthrough of Yakuza. I've been experimenting with for a few months now, I guess since God of War, with a shorter format, 20 or 30 minute episodes. Occasionally we'll do a long one. We'll do 40 or 45 minutes if there's a bunch of stuff to cover. But I've been experimenting with this new format, which means that a playthrough that took 25 or 35 hours is a much slower burn on YouTube. And I've seen your comments. Some of you want longer episodes, but for the most part, people seem pretty happy with the shorter format. I know that I definitely don't always have an hour every single day to sit down and watch, and if you fall behind a few episodes, it's not such a big deal to catch up. So I think I'm going to keep doing that with games, and we'll keep the game in mind. For example, in October, we played a bunch of Pathfinder Kingmaker, which is not a game that would survive well on 20-minute chunks. So once Yakuza is done, my playthrough of Pathfinder Kingmaker is going to start up on YouTube, though I'm not totally sure it's going to finish. Because I really liked Pathfinder. I like Kingmaker. It's a great game. I had a good time with it. I knew I would. Going in, if you watched the playthrough in the alpha, you knew we were excited about it coming out. We've been playing it since the end of September, playing a bunch of it at the beginning of this month. But it's a big game. It's a big game, and there's a lot of it. Now, I will say this. The characters are amazing. There is some queer representation in that game that I did not expect, and it's broad and interesting, and the characters are well fleshed out. The combat is engaging. The story is cool and interesting. The king-making stuff, while I would say is probably the weakest part of the game, it's still pretty damn good. So the whole thing is pretty appealing, but I gotta say, I'm a fickle man, and I've got a new lady. And his name is Magic the Gathering. Yeah, that's right, we're back together. If you've been watching my live stream at all, or even caught some of the highlights here, you know that I have been bitten by the Magic the Gathering arena bug. And bitten hard. It has attached itself to my soul. I've been playing a lot of it to the point where I missed it when I was away. So I've been playing it. I've been reading up on the meta. I've been getting immersed in the exciting lore of Ravnica, which is a bus that I missed in the 15 years since I played. So Arena's got me coming back to it. We did a little bit of sponsored content at the beginning of my kind of play of Arena, and through the folks that I know at Wizards of the Coast, through the D&D team, I've been able to do some more promo stuff. And I imagine you can see some additional cool events and promotional material for Magic coming out on the channel in the future. Most of that's going to take place on Twitch. It's not a game that you can really take 4 hours of it and just dump onto YouTube. But as highlights come up and as that stuff happens, if we do tournaments or whatever, I'll definitely be posting those videos on YouTube. Now, I have been thinking about ways that as the game comes out of beta and as we start building towards friends lists and what have you, I want to do some community tournaments. So if you're a Magic playing member of the Math Squad, look forward to that. We're going to try to put together some kind of event. Hopefully, the game will eventually incorporate things like a cube and additional types of draft and the kinds of formats that we're looking forward to if you've been playing Magic for a long time. I know a lot of people have been asking about EDH or Commander, which is not a format I'm familiar with, but I hear about it all the time. And, Arena is in its beta, and they're going to be building onto it and adding new cards and doing the whole thing. So keep an eye on that. I'm really excited about it right now. I've been playing a ton of it, and it's gotten me really interested in the lore, which is cool because Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica is coming out, which is a D&D book about Ravnica, about this magic setting. There's lots of settings in Magic, but we'll talk about that more at the end of the video. So the vacation that I took, I managed to get away from the internet for a little while, 4 entire days, in fact, and thanks to my friends, Sunder and Silden, Colin and Jess, I got to fly out to Virginia, which is a state I've never been to. It's a part of America I don't spend a lot of time in. But it was really cool to be able to go out there, and it was beautiful, and it was fall, and the air was crisp, and we lit fires and drank wine, and I guess they got married or something. I wasn't really paying attention to that part, but nature's majesty, which for me means taking photographs, which I did. I think I shot something like, 100 photos, maybe more, on film, which is pretty cool. I've been really excited about this new camera that I got. I don't know if I showed you this last month. Let me grab it. This is my Mamiya 7. The Mamiya 7 is a medium format camera, which is why it's so enormous. It takes much larger film, and using that much larger film, I can only take 10 shots to a roll. This is a lot of reloading, but the negatives are like Polaroid size, which means they blow up like crazy. You can make really nice prints out of them, really high detail. It's kind of a wide angle format, so perfect for landscapes. So I took this with me to Virginia, and we shot a ton of photos in Shenandoah National Park, along Skyland Drive, and I am so excited to get those photos back. I just dropped them off this morning. I'm gonna pick them up tomorrow, probably before Far Verona, and I will scan them, and in 1,000 years, I will have photos to post. I've been posting a lot more photos lately, and it's been really nice. I've really enjoyed kind of exploring, sharing my photography with folks, and especially this month, I've tried to share them kind of more quickly than usual. So if you follow me on Twitter, you'll have seen my Instagram posts, and I'll post 2 or 3 a day. And that's just kind of a nice way to release the photos that I take in a kind of slow burn. But what I've been doing lately with events is I've been shooting at the event and then capturing those images, digital especially. I can't process film at a con. I mean, I guess I could, but shooting digital with my Leica or my Sony, and then using the relevant apps to download those images onto my phone or my iPad, edit them in Lightroom mobile, and then post them on Twitter right away in little batches of 4. So it looks like people have been engaging with those posts. People have been enjoying it. It's really nice, like day of, to say, here's what I did at the con, kind of like a faster version of vlogging about it a week or 2 weeks later. So I think I'm gonna keep trying that. We got another con coming up, and I'm gonna see if that's something that, if you like it. So if you like my photographs, just keep following me on Twitter, keep following me on Instagram. The content in those streams is gonna diverge a little bit, which I think is good. Gives people a reason to follow both. So hopefully that's something you liked. I've had a lot of people coming up to me at TwitchCon and telling me, hey, Adam, I like your D&D stuff, but I love your photographs. And that is super meaningful for me. So thank you if you're one of those people. Let's talk about TwitchCon, shall we? Because TwitchCon was like the big thing for this month. I just got home, like yesterday, and we have got tons of panels to download and absorb. So if you missed any of that stuff, because I know it is a weekend full of events and not everybody is a Twitch viewer, if you missed any of my panels, I did some role-playing panels. We did the LGBT panel that we do every year. If you missed any of that stuff, I'm gonna try to grab as much of it as I can and post it on YouTube. So definitely keep an eye out for that if you missed it. I really like TwitchCon. TwitchCon is one of those events that I've been going since the first year. It's a little different every year, but for me, the big appeal is not just meeting fans and seeing my friends, but sharing knowledge. Because you know me, I like to teach people things. So doing panels, doing talks, kind of engaging with both my fans and with aspiring streamers. There's a lot of people who want to get started broadcasting tabletop RPGs. especially queer folks, for whom I might be, God forbid, a role model. So if I'm that person, it behooves me to share that information with the world. So TwitchCon is a great place for me to do that and hang out with folks, take pictures, do the whole thing. I got to make some good connections with some developers, and hopefully you will see the fruits of my schmoozing here on the channel in the next little while. And now we're sitting here as I record this on the cusp of Halloween, the boringest holiday in the year, only because, imaginary drum roll, awkward silence, November 1st is my birthday. So it's my birthday. I'm turning 35. So yes, that's right. Your game master is 35 years old. I don't know. I feel like age is one of those things that we're supposed to think about. And as I move closer and closer to the age at which I was making fun of DJ Wheat for being old, I realized perhaps it was I who was old. Now it is my turn. And you know what? I'm okay with that. Again, it kind of ties in with the teaching and mentorship stuff that I value so much. I don't mind having a breadth of experience. And you know what? I don't think anybody really accomplished anything unless you're Mozart till you're old. Like this is the thing. Like if you're looking at your life and you're like, damn, I'm 28 and I haven't done anything with my life. Get out of here. 'Cause me neither. Really, the last 5 years of my life have been the absolute best. Essentially, when we released Dungeon World, everything from there forward, that's what I consider to be the best bits of my life. It's all kind of whatever I'm living in now. So I'm excited. I'm excited to be 35. And I kind of don't care. The only weird thing for me is that I don't have kids. And I don't intend to have kids. And I'm not married. And I'm not like nesting. That's not my style. I like living by myself. I have my little house. I got my job. I got my audience. I got my fans. I got my friends. And I don't have any need for reproduction in my life. I don't need to spawn another version of me. But I'm of an age where a lot of my friends are. And like, no shade on anybody who wants to squirt out a little larva and raise them to be whatever it is they're going to be. But for me, it's just a bit odd watching that happen kind of all around me. So that's sort of the only weird bit about being a 35. Otherwise, it's all the same stuff. I'm just going to keep living. So it's November. It begins with my birthday. It's going to end with PAX Unplugged. So we have the whole month probably to just hang out and play role-playing games and play Magic the Gathering. And then we'll go to Unplugged. And if you're going to Unplugged, you'll get to see me do some panels. We're doing the heavy metal panel, me and Luke, and maybe Dro, some other people. So we're going to do the heavy metal and fantasy panel. I have a panel about content in role-playing games. Particularly like racism in role-playing games and how to avoid it at the table, how to address that as a topic safely. So I've been thinking a lot about Mirror Shades, because I think that's the game that I've played that addressed that the most. And then the usual. If there's any opportunity for me to do any D&D streaming or any Magic streaming while I'm there, I will try to hook that up. Unplugged should be relatively chill. It's a good con. And so in the middle, it should be business as usual. We're going to do a Far Verona faction turn soon. So that'll be good. Things have been nice and spicy in Far Verona. We're going to do a faction turn. And then we've got Far Verona episodes, Court of Swords episodes all through the month. Though I think Court of Swords, if you've been watching, we're going to take a pretty severe turn. I think something needs to change because the last 2 weeks have been a lot. So keep an eye on that. There'll be some prep streams for me to get ready for that, and then Far Verona as usual. And then for Roll20, we're going to continue our Pathfinder playtest, though Bronze Girl is going to be leaving that group. She was just coming in for the first adventure, so thank you, Bronze, for joining us. Thankfully, I'll get to keep playing with her in Far Verona. So Bronze is going to go. We're going to get a replacement player. We're going to pick up on the second adventure, probably the second week, I think on the 8th or 9th, whatever that Thursday is. And then Dragon Heist will continue on twitch.tv/D&D. Now, a lot of people are asking, are you going to finish Dragon Heist? You didn't finish Tomb. Yes, we're going to finish Dragon Heist regardless of when Mad Mage comes out. I think Dungeon of the Mad Mage comes out on the 9th, same day as Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica. And to be honest, I think what we'll do is we'll finish Dragon Heist. We'll play maybe a bit of Mad Mage. Like, we'll decide in advance. We're going to do the first level, or we're going to do the first 2 levels, or we're going to play 10 sessions. We'll do that, and then, I don't know, then I think I want to do something else. And we've been running so much pre-made adventure stuff for Roll20 Presents that it would be kind of cool to freeform it, you know? Do my own thing. Prep my own adventures, like I do with Court of Swords. Might be fun to break up that Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, especially because I've been playing so much Magic. So if you want to see Dave play a Dimir Informant, or you want to see Blue Jay play a Boros Crusader, let us know, because I think that'd be super fun. So we'll talk to the group. We'll see what they're into. Obviously, I'll talk to D&D, see what kind of content they want. Same with Roll20, and we'll go from there. Otherwise, November will be business as usual, which for me means keeping busy. So I hope that you'll get to tune in for lots of that. And if there is a game coming out, or if there's an RPG you think that I should check out, let me know. Now, I know a lot of people are playing Red Dead Redemption right now, and I kind of wanted to address the fact that I haven't decided if I want to play it or not, because I'm having this kind of ethical conundrum around the conditions under which it was made. And it feels a little like what we talked about with Life is Strange 2, where there were some labor-related troubles built into how that game was created. And I'm feeling like, I don't know if I can in good conscience like promote a game like that. There's a lot of other people playing Red Dead. Don't feel bad if you're playing it, but I don't know, I gotta square off with my Marxism before I can figure out if I feel okay playing it. So yeah, keep an eye out. We might play it, we might not. Either way, we'll definitely talk about it more. And there's lots of games to play. Lots and lots of games to play. I'm behind on my schedule, and honestly, Magic just keeps sucking me back in. So I think that's it. I think that's it for me. November should be a busy one, and then we're going into the Christmas months. I'm thinking about maybe doing a Vlogsmas, which, if you don't know, is a thing where content creators do like short vlogs every day in December. It's a big challenge, but I think I would like to do it. So keep an eye out for that. We may, instead of doing one big December video, we might do many December videos. So stick around for that. As always, you can find me most readily at twitch.tv/Adam Koebel. If you're not already a follower or a subscriber, please go check that out. That is where I do my best work. So head on over to Twitch, check that out. And if you are one of those people who only really has time to watch me on YouTube, thank you. Thanks for watching, because otherwise I'd just be talking to a camera alone in a room with no one in it except for Miro, my sweet boy. All right, everybody, that's it. See you next month.